So after the last week of some Ronaldo fans, not all of course, literally emailing me saying that they're going to kill me, this is for you. By the way, I do apologise that I've not uploaded for 5 days, 6 days actually, and that is like really, really mad for me. I flew back to England on Monday. My brother's partner and my cousin both are now parents, so congrats to them. Can we just give a clap down below in the comments? Yep, you don't care, okay. Oh, there's a guy calling me a white. So you've seen the title of the video. It's going to be a fun one. If you can, let's hit 5,000 likes and comment down below your thoughts on Ronaldo, because there's a lot to go into here. But while I call Ronaldo delusional, Mazzola Designs. You're not going to buy it, are you? So before I do crack on, I do need to say that I respect Ronaldo. I don't hate Ronaldo. I know that people don't believe that because in this modern era, if you don't instantly are backing someone 100%, then you must therefore hate them. That's not how it works. That's like the famous, oh, I love pancakes, so you must hate waffles. No, I like pancakes. But this is not me coming at a I hate Ronaldo angle. It's in terms of this is ridiculous no matter who says it angle, and he's of course the main one saying it. Let's go to the quote. Cristiano Ronaldo, this was at the events last night. This was at the Globe Soccer Awards held in Dubai last night, in which he won 3 awards, one being the best Middle East player, I would hope so, and the Maradona Award for the best goal scorer in 2023, which I found mad because Haaland was also there, and the fans' favourite player of the year award, which is also pretty obvious. It's Ronaldo, of course he will. In which he was asked questions upstage, and he said the following. Saudi League is not worse than Ligue 1. Saudi Pro League is more competitive than Ligue 1, and I say that after spending 1 year there. We are better than French League already now. This is the video to go alongside with that to see what he actually said, and of course with all the applause by the journalist.
Where do you think the level is now?
The level right now? To be honest, I think the Saudi League is not worse than French League, to be in my opinion. In French League, I think you have 2-3 teams with a good level. In Saudi now, I think it's a more competitive. They can say whatever they want. It's just my opinion, and I played there 1 year, so I know what I'm talking about. But I think right now we are better than French League, so we still improve.
Now, I'm not here to tell you that I know everything about football, but I can absolutely tell you that that is stupid. I did this tweet online last night. I know a lot of people, but I don't really care, saying that the Saudi Pro League is closer to the Vanarama Conference North than it is to Ligue 1. Now, maybe I'm being a bit harsh here. Maybe it was the Conference South. I'm not too sure. Quantifiably, the Saudi Pro League is 60th in terms of the World League rankings, where Ligue 1 is 6th. Therefore, if you want to go into statistics, it is actually closer to League 2 than it is to Ligue 1. Of course, a response online to my commentary is saying that, oh, if you don't like the Saudi Pro League, then you must be racist. That is stupid and is actually more offensive to people actually trying to claim racism. Just calling people racist for not liking your league is fucking stupid. As when a Saudi follower asked me a genuine question of, well, why do you not respect the Saudi Pro League, I gave him an answer, because he was a reasonable person. My response that on almost every single aspect, the Saudi Pro League is not close to the Ligue 1 in any way. If this is by not just the quality, especially defending goalkeeping, but also by the attendances and also by the... Actually, you know what? I would say that from what I've seen, the atmosphere seems like they actually are giving it a good go, so respect for that. But to state this isn't a Saudi thing, if you take the Canadian Pro League and you put a bunch of top players there, usually at the end of their careers, and just whack them into the league, it still won't make it any more entertaining because people only watch for those certain few players at these certain few clubs. The rest of the clubs are now seen as filler, because why would anyone go watch Damak versus Al Fateh when they are just waiting for Al Hilal v Al Nassr? And you may say, oh wait, but no one wants to watch Burnley v Crystal Palace, but the stats literally say otherwise. Another addition to this, people saying, oh well, but Neymar said it too. Neymar also said that Saudi Pro League is also really competitive and a really high level. I really hope he would say that, mate. He's being paid by £1 million a week. Of course he's going to say amazing things about the Saudi Pro League while also being part of the Saudi Pro League and being the biggest endorsement of the Saudi Pro League. Wow, I mean, if you're going to take the word of every single person that is part of it and incentivize financially by things and take the word as gospel, then you're going to be living a really bad life, because people will be taking advantage of you at every opportunity. Next one. I was the best goal scorer this season. Imagine beating young animals like Haaland. I'm proud, and I'll be 39 soon. I like when people doubt again about me, and then I'm successful. Don't get affected by the criticism.
I like when the people doubt about me, and I prove again that 1 year with successful. I had last year a little bit difficult journey, but I'm glad that things happened because make me feel more strong. And you can see this year I did a fantastic season. I was the best goal scorer. Imagine to beat that animals, the young lions like Haaland, for example, with the goals. So I'm proud. I'm 39 soon, and I'm still looking good. So I'm proud.
By no means is there any disrespect to Ronaldo doing well at his age. I hope he does. I hope he hits 1,000 goals. I've always said that I think Ronaldo will keep on playing until he hits 1,000 goals. That could be in 2-3 years' time. And I know he will. I've always said this. I've always said that Ronaldo will keep on playing until he would literally be told, like, by his doctors, you've got to stop playing, otherwise you may actually, like, hurt yourself here. Of course I got respect for Ronaldo. Of course I do. But this is ridiculous because it's like any footballer in any league that's outside of top 6, top 10, top 20, top 40, top 50. He's outside of that. He's in the 60th best league in the world. Here's your examples. If Dennis Buganga, who is playing for LAFC in the MLS, absolutely smashing it, scored 40 goals in 2023, says something that he's proud to be keeping up to the likes of Erling Haaland, he'd be laughed at because that makes no sense. In the same way that in the Serie A, in Brazil, German Cano, 35 years of age, playing for Fluminense, who also won the Copa Libertadores, if he says that he's proud to be keeping up the likes of Erling Haaland, he'd be laughed at too, in the same way that Ronaldo is here for saying that it's on the same level. It's not. Again, I insist. I respect Ronaldo, and him playing at 38 and scoring as many goals as he is, I think it's like 53. That's a great achievement. No underestimating that. That is a great achievement, but it's not comparable to Haaland winning the treble. You know, quantifiably, statistically, these are the leagues that are above the Saudi Pro League, because keep in mind, even though there's top professionals and top players there, no matter what part of the careers they're in, if they're at the end of their careers, the league is actually quite big, like compared to all the other teams. It's not just the big four that are ran by PIF. There's 18 teams in the Saudi Pro League, so people pay all the attention to Al Hilal, Al Nasir, Al Ahly, and Al Ittihad. Those are the main 4 teams that people pay the most attention to. And maybe Al Ettifaq as well. That's also one that people pay attention to because of Steven Gerrard, John Henderson. However, the rest of them, I mean, you know, what do you think happens to them? As I said to a tweet that I replied back to last night, that the quality of a league is only as good as the quality of the homegrown players, the national team maybe as well. That the rest of the league, for every league in the world, is usually filled with the homegrown players. And foreign players from overseas are usually also put in as well, but nowhere near as much of the homegrown players. The homegrown Saudi players will be the main core fundamental part of the Saudi Pro League. And that is not something that you can buy overnight, and will take 10-15 years for the Saudi Pro League to get better year by year. The younger players will be given more resources with a better opportunity to become a better pro. Now, of course, if you give young players the good resources, give them opportunity, the Saudi Pro League will become a top league eventually. 10-15 years time, as long as the correct infrastructure is put in place, which it seems like they are, then the Saudi Pro League will be put in consideration. But you know, all these other teams, what do you think is happening to them? Like, it's majority just Saudi players, which is fine because it's a Saudi Pro League, but without the infrastructure which they have not had for many years prior to the last few, of course they're still going to be behind. Football in Saudi Arabia wasn't really recognised until the 1970s, and the league wasn't a thing since 1976. It will take time, but they will get better, and there's no issue with that, but it's not on the same level. Of course, part of why I'm doing this video is also to kind of follow up my previous one, the Messi v Ronaldo video, which of course did really well, and the comments are definitely something that I didn't expect. And I also want to say that I'm proud of the kind of community that we formed here over time. That, of course, the comments were very much mostly like reasonable until I think it got to a stage that it reached out to much more different types of communities that isn't really part of my own. And, of course, it got a bit toxic then, which is expected for a video following that kind of topic of Messi v Ronaldo. One thing that I saw on that video, however, which I was quite surprised, because I don't know where this rhetoric came from. The concept of the video was really that, you know, pretty much all the stats follow Messi, so in terms of statistically, it doesn't really come close. That's just the facts. But, of course, it was closer quite a few years ago. But when you look at it now, when they're coming to the end of their careers, history will always favour one person. So what's the other arguments there? And one which I saw a lot was that Ronaldo going to the top was never meant to happen, and that he was an example of hard work can get you to the top, and was basically undermining the effort that Messi would have done as well, basically saying that he would have been great and at the top no matter what, which I found just kind of insane. And I don't really want to compare like, oh, well, this person's childhood was more tragic than the others, because really it doesn't really matter. It's just, I saw that phrase said a lot, which I was kind of confused thinking, I don't really know where that really came from, because both obviously had to work hard to get to where they are, so I just don't understand that really at all. So yeah, that's just my thoughts on it. Tell me your thoughts down below. Yeah, I found it funny. So I'll see you later on.